on to your butts.
My American.
I've been tracking Sasquatches for 25 years.
My American.
Global awakening to the New World Order.
My American.
Artificial intelligence, non-droid.
My American.
Do you believe in UFOs?
Yes, sir. Extraterrestrial.
You're listening to Pardon My American.
Yo.
Extraterrestrials.
Oh. How you guys doing?
Good. Long time no see.
No shit, man.
It's a long fucking day today.
It's been a long
Yes.
fucking week. Dude.
Well deserved.
Oh boy, cracking that can, baby.
That fucking pickled beer, dude.
Oh, it's still the pickle
dude,
beer?
It's
Ugh.
like I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, I think he buys a lot of it, dude.
I really-
I don't think this is like the same, you know what I mean? I don't think he could have one in the fridge and not drink it, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Well, I mean,
Come on. You
I-
ain't gonna let that sit around.
true.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But I don't buy it all the time.
It's like a treat, weekly treat.
Yeah. Like I buy. Actually, I haven't even not even a week. It's probably been a couple weeks since I bought some. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. Like if I'm just wanting like a. I don't know. I've just been craving it.
Okay.
It's like
Who
when
are
I
you trying to? Are you trying to sell this to somebody, Chris?
I know.
No,
We need
I
like
Pickle
just
ads.
juice is good.
I mean,
get
if
the
you
fuck
like
out of
if
here.
you like pickles, I mean you'll like this.
Okay,
That's what
cut.
I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Cut.
like pickles
Just
on
send this-
burgers.
Send this to the company, dude, and just say, listen, man, we're already free promotion, okay?
Yeah.
Least you can do is
Free
a
pickle
6-pack a week. You know what I mean?
I actually seen when I picked this up, they had a spicy pickle one.
Oh, that sounds horrible, man. I got to be honest with you. It sounds so horrible.
That does.
Yeah, they just call that a jalapeno, Chris. I mean, what is this? So,
Anyways, yeah. Jinx, how you
how
doing,
was
man?
Easter? The Pope died, so I mean,
Pope
there's
died.
that.
Yeah, Pope died. Saw that.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
saw
think
the,
like he actually died, or do you think that this is just the day that they told everybody that he died?
He probably died.
know.
a
Very
while back.
suspicious.
I don't know. You know, I think it could go both ways. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe there's like significance to like the day that he is announced, you know what I mean, as dead. But supposedly he did meet JD Vance the day before and was out
Exactly.
for, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
People making memes calling JD Vance the Prince of Death, or like the bringer of death and all that shit.
Yeah. I mean, or he was just old and sick. Because, you know, when you go to, like, a relative and they're old, and you're just like, you better be nice because you're probably not going to see him again. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not around much. I had to do that with my grandpa. I'm like, when we went visit, he's just, like, very old. And I'm like, you know, I really want you guys to enjoy this because you may not see him again. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? And so, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just know. I would imagine JD was like, yeah, this guy's going to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude's...
I did notice that both him and Trump were both wearing bright yellow ties.
Yeah, there's like the whole like Q stuff talking about the yellow tie. I totally forgot what the yellow tie means, but
Oh, what does it mean?
that was a big there. Yeah, there was a lot of posts about the yellow tie. If you know, you know. Oh, I'm like,
I love
what?
that
So
line.
I don't know.
what?
About, I don't know about that. But
If you know, you know, dude.
I don't know. I just noticed because
Dude, there's a
I've
ton of
never
that
seen
stuff
them
going
wear bright yellow ties before.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we've seen it once,
When?
but
Well,
it's like right. I mean, it's around
Easter.
Easter time. You know, it's like
Oh.
an Easter
it was
coral
like
color.
the big
You know,
event
yeah,
right
but
before
why would you?
Easter.
But would you wear it? I guess.
I mean, people put up, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's like Easter. You know, the couple days around Easter is kind of like you're planning for Easter,
I'm gonna look
doing
this
stuff for
up,
Easter. But yeah,
yellow
I don't
tie
know.
conspiracy.
I don't know, man. I think he probably.
I just I doubt that he actually died the day after Easter Monday. I mean, it's just very suspicious timing to me. I'm like, really? Like, you're the Pope. It's kind of a big day. Easter's a pretty big day, you know,
Yeah.
in the Christian faith.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I don't
what?
know.
And he was hospitalized on Valentine's Day. I'm like, St. Valentine. I'm like, there's something going on here.
When did he die? Was it Monday?
It was on Monday. Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're thinking that he might
Well,
have died on
they
Easter?
announced. Well,
Is that what you're
they
saying?
announced that he died on Monday.
But
So
when did
they
he meet,
they
when did he
announced
meet
that he died.
JD Vance.
Easter
He
Monday.
met him on Easter, or was it the
I
day
think
before
on Easter, yeah.
I thought it was on Easter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he kind of came out and supposedly met with the people.
What?
So I just bookmarked something. Proof. 100% proof. Yellow tie. This is the theory here. Okay.
100% proof.
If you know, you know.
Okay. Here's them with the yellow tie.
Yep. So they're both wearing yellow tie on Easter.
Trump's is more like a highlighter yellow.
Dude, his is fucking bright yellow. That is the brightest yellow tie I've ever seen. And then here's the nautical flag alphabet. What color is yellow here? What letter is that? Q. It's a Q, everybody. They're sending a message to the black hats. You're going down.
Huh.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it would be more like L. You know, I mean, you got the black and the yellow. You know
But what the fuck is what is that again? What is this called?
The nautical flag? I have
alphabet?
no idea. Let's look
nautical
this up.
flag alphabet.
I know.
Yeah, what is the nautical?
Because we use that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like we use the nautical
Well,
flag
yeah,
shit
dude.
all the time.
Well, does like military use it?
I'm sure.
So
they
that's
do.
what I'm saying. Like if you wave the yellow flag, what does that mean?
It means caution. In
Ooh, shit,
racing
dude.
terms. If you're racing,
Uh-oh.
then that's a yellow flag.
Yellow flag.
It means caution. It means like somebody's down.
Okay. Well, because I remember Trump in his first term, I just bookmarked the photo where he's standing next to the Pope. And remember that hilarious meme where it's like him touching the fingers of the Pope and
Oh yeah.
the Pope slaps Trump's hand?
Yeah.
Obviously fake, but hey. But this picture of Trump when he first met the Pope looks miserable.
Yeah, he doesn't look
Right?
happy. Does not look happy.
And look how like thin he was.
How
Well, he
thin
was,
the
al- he
Pope
was always
was?
like thinner in the face and stuff. He got bloated. He got
Well, bloating happens when you die.
no. I
Well, he had pneumonia. I think he was on steroids
Not to
and
laugh
shit.
at somebody's
yeah. I think he
death.
was on steroids. His face and stuff was definitely puffy. You know, like real round and shit. Look at Melania. Though,
Yeah.
man. She looks like she was already ready for his death. You know what I'm saying? She was.
Weren't all
Oh,
bloated.
yeah, she dressed up like the whole clan did. They're all wearing black. I think you had to wear black. There's something about wearing black.
Mm.
I don't remember what day they
This
showed up.
chick over here is wearing a pinstripe suit with a black veil.
Yeah, yeah.
That's weird. That's a weird
Oh,
combo.
look, and Ivanka is wearing. Yeah, they're all wearing those veils. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know. The Pope. I gotta be honest with you. I just don't. I don't give a shit that much. To me, it's a person.
Whoa.
I understand that they're endowed with certain things and yada yada, but I'm just like, dude, it's a fucking dude, man. Like, I don't know about worshiping that dude. But whatever, dude. I don't know.
Well, I think those
Well,
people that should really care are the people that are in that religion, right?
Yeah. I mean, he was a very progressive pope. He openly accepted gays,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's like a no-no for the Jesus clan. And then like there's like other stuff that he was like visiting with people who were pro-abortion. He was pushing the jib jab, which is made of aborted fetal cells, and like he was doing a bunch of different things that people were like, "What? Why is the Pope doing this?" You know?
Yeah, it's hard to be progressive with Christianity and other religions like that because
Right.
it's not like other things where you can. It's like that is what they say, right? Like if you believe in the book or you don't believe in it, but you can't just make up your own rules. Otherwise, you're just making a new religion. You know what I mean? So,
Well, it doesn't really say like you can't be gay. It says something like in a matter of fact, and it's the way that people
Yeah.
read it that they go like a man shall not lay down with a man. You know what I mean?
sure,
So
but
it's kind of interpreted that way.
But we can't even acknowledge that it's a sin. You know what I'm saying? You know, you watch
What?
people who are gay and they're like, I mean, it's a sin to be gay.
You
know.
sinners!
Well, listen, I don't really care if you're gay or not. I'm saying like, but we all sin, right? So like, it's no different in the eyes of God
We're all sinners.
that if you sin by gay or murder or anything really for that matter, right? Like sin is sin is sin. And if you ask for forgiveness and you can go forward, but it's just like acknowledge that it's a sin. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's probably not right to be with the same sex, but you can do it. You know what I mean? And as long as you
Yeah.
have real forgiveness.
Does it say in the Bible, no docking is permitted?
I don't.
A penis shall not touch a tip of the other penis.
Yeah, I think
Two penises shall not touch.
yes.
Never!
They call it the.
Never.
They
Are
call
there
it-
exclamation marks in the Bible? I mean,
Maybe. I don't know.
There should be.
That's a good
I
question.
think there are.
actually don't
Thou
know.
shalt not touch other penis heads.
A penis
That's
shall
in
not
like
toucheth
that's like the
thy penis.
in the fucking Ten Commandments, isn't it?
I like the idea of calling it the scissor sin. You know what I'm saying? Like
The
when
scissor
you're
sin.
scissoring, you're scissoring the sin away. You know what I mean?
When you're scissoring, you're scissor sensing.
Scissor
Or
me.
sword fighting.
Sword
Okay.
fight. Yep. There you go.
Sin fighting.
Oh boy. But no,
Listen,
I like your take on that though, Dave, because it's like, if being gay is a sin, I mean, ban porn. Like, why do they want to ban gay sex? Like, you can ban pornography, ban alcohol, ban all of these vices. People are going to sin.
Yeah, I don't think
No
you
one's
should
perfect.
ban it. I mean, everybody sins, but my thing is with that is like acknowledging that, and obviously some people argue that that's not in the Bible. I from what I've seen and read and had people talk about, I feel like it does kind of describe it as a sin. But either way, like welcome all people to the church, right? Like I'm okay with that. Like go speak with the gay community, try to welcome the church, but the goal should be to help them see something and maybe come out of the funk. You know what I'm saying? As a lot of people would say, is like acknowledge that you're sinning and try to be a better person. But they, if you believe that you're gay and you believe that that's not a sin and that's who you are, you're not going to apologize for that. So it's just a weird like conundrum, if you will, on that thing. So
Yeah. So I mean, long story short, this Pope was
Progressive.
different.
yeah, he was
He was the first Jesuit Pope. He was not as strict as some would say.
Very untraditional.
He did have to. Yeah, he did have to deal with the whole pedophilia scandal and all that stuff when he first got in. He just kind of transported the pedophiles around to a different location. So that's what they do. And
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it was him.
Yeah. I'm
Didn't they
pretty
say
sure,
he died of it was actually like a brain aneurysm or something, wasn't it? Something to do with his brain.
I don't know.
I just heard double pneumonia. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
I thought they released the fucking
Yeah, the cause of death.
and it had something to do with his brain, I thought.
I mean, maybe.
Do you think that's like a sign or something?
Well,
think that's,
no, just because everybody was talking about they released a photo of him laying there.
Oh, a stroke.
And like
yeah,
the
stroke
whole-
that led to a coma, and then irreversible heart failure. That was confirmed by the Vatican.
Stroke.
Capital V Vatican.
Wait,
And you know what? Like, I started watching. I got to say this. I watched the movie They Live for the first time,
Oh yeah.
and I fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah, it's a cool movie.
I loved it. I don't know. Have you seen it?
Cult classic, man.
They live.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the glasses.
With fucking Roddy
Oh.
Piper?
It's like
Oh.
where it's like everything's like obey. and-
Oh, okay. I know. I've never
Yeah.
seen it, but I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he it was like a slow burn. I actually really liked it. I was like, they did a really good job because I was like paying attention to the time. I'm like, damn, there's no reveal yet, and I'm 30 minutes into this movie, and like they're building this suspense,
Mm.
And it's only about an hour and a half minute, but the sign. So he was like put on these glasses, and he's looking at the billboards. It's like a martini or something, and then he puts it on. It says like consume,
Yeah.
and then he'll look over something else and it'll say like obey, just fall in line, do all this stuff, consume, feed, eat, sleep, sex, all this stuff. But there was one sign that said marry and reproduce, and I was like, that doesn't fit here. You know what I mean? Like marry and reproduce is like a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like, why would this alien reptilian whatever race, I get the consuming, the demand, like bow down, fall in line, obey, but then like marry and reproduce. What does that help? Like, don't they want depopulation?
Well, some people
Depends
they
on
want-
what conspiracy theory you're talking about.
I was gonna say some want more population because especially if you're like an alien race or something, you want to be able to have more
You want
slaves.
You want feeders.
Right.
You want more.
Yeah, that's
bodies.
what so I asked the Telegram chat. That's what most people were saying. They're like, well, yeah, more people to do your biddings for you, and you can
Absolutely.
just bribe them with money, and there you are.
More food in your crop.
It's a good one, man. It's a little gem of a movie.
I've never seen it. I'll have to. I'm not
It's
really big
corny
into.
as hell, dude.
I'm not
Oh, yeah,
really big
yeah.
into going back and watching like old movies.
Sometimes it's worth it. There's some that's worth the trip back if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you go
Well-
back and you're like, that was dog shit. I remember it being better than that. You know what I mean? But there's some real good movies. That one, I think, I feel like that was one of those I don't want to say it was the first, but that was one of the first movies that was kind of like exploring like the idea of like being controlled, you know what I'm saying? Or like having a something above us controlling what we do, like the propaganda, you know what I'm saying? Like there was obviously other movies with propaganda, but
I mean, Wizard of Oz is a classic propaganda. I mean, the man behind the curtain, right? He's like the Wizard of Oz. He's this overarching, must be a god. Where's this voice coming from? And then it's like, oh, it's a man behind a curtain. You know?
No, yeah,
what I mean?
no,
Like,
you're right. You're right on that one. But this was like in a modern-ish society. You know what I'm saying? Where
yeah,
like that
and
was
this was
like
real.
that
like
was like
reptilians
deceiving people,
control.
right? Like the Oz was deceiving them and like lying about what he was and the powers he had. That makes sense. That is propaganda. But this was like when he's downtown or like Times Square or something, and he's putting them on, and you see all the fucking rotted faces and shit, and like the internal death of all these people. You know what I mean? It was more than propaganda. This fed into the whole globalist agenda, reptilian agenda, alien kind of takeover. You know what I mean? Yep.
And that's kind of like there is that sector of the conspiracy realm where it's like, dude, there's fucking reptilians controlling us, and they're from Andromeda or whatever the fuck like planet system, solar system that they said they were from. But in that movie they did say so like spoiler alert, okay, this movie came out 1988.
There's no spoiler alert.
Like if we're like half a fucking century, I
If
think
you
we're fine.
like, I haven't watched it, but if you're like me and haven't watched it by now, you don't deserve to not know.
Well, yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Too late, bitch.
Well, so,
spoiler alerts, like, fuck off.
Yeah, spoilers like the new episode that just came out like 3 days ago, and you haven't had time because you've been working.
well, so they make it down. So like Roddy Piper teams up with his buddy.
Was he Rowdy
And-
in the movie?
No, his name was something else. I forgot. But like,
I was talking about the action. Was he Rowdy?
Oh, he was.
oh yeah, dude, they fight. He tries to get his friend to like put on the glasses.
Oh.
No, and they have like this
and
ridiculous over
They
the
had a
top
fight
scene.
because the guy wouldn't wear them?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like, I don't want to fight you. It was like real over the top. You're like, oh, okay, they just want to throw like a 10-minute fight scene into this.
Little ode to WWF, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He had to have a fight scene.
Yeah, and there was a couple like times where he just like needlessly takes off his shirt, and I'm like, dude, you're the only one here with your shirt off, and I'm like, you're jacked and fucking, it's like, oh, okay.
It's
I see
funny
what you're
though.
doing.
It's like campy.
It's
You know what I'm saying? Like
It is.
that's what makes some of those movies funny, dude. It's just cheesy.
But so anyway, he and Roddy and his buddy break down into the pit of where these aliens are all meeting. Like he gets into their secret kind of palace, and they're all having like this dinner. And the keynote speaker up there was like, "We met our projections by 39%, blah blah blah, and by the year 2025, we will take over everything." You're like, "Oh, 2025." So people are like, "Oh, hey."
Take over everything.
I mean, I just kind of like threw that in. I don't know what the
They'll have
phrase
like
is,
full
but
control, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's always interesting when they make those kind of things. But every movie that predicts anything will always have one day where it happens, and then they're like, "Oh,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?" So we just hit the mark. You know what I mean? But to be fair, it's like the times are weird, and so it feels sometimes like, wow, some weird shit
It's
going
kind
on.
of turning the other way now.
To some
Oh,
extent.
fucking Klaus Schwab, his own people are turning on him now.
Schwab.
Klaus
Yeah.
Schwab.
Klaus Schwab stepped down, but
Well-
did you see who's replacing him?
Well,
Mr. Blood.
not that he's
Pink eye?
he stepped down, but also now his own fucking organization is investigating him for fucking bad shit.
But
Apparently,
I mean, that organization investigating them.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
know.
yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
know.
gonna be like, no, we're good. We thought so, but no, we're good.
It's like the
gonna be-
Vatican investigating the Vatican.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on, bro.
The Vatican investigating the Pope ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna move
the
it
CIA investigating themselves.
thing.
Not
Yeah. Or like the COVID investigation.
nothing.
I mean,
Nothing to see
there you go.
here.
to yeah.
All good on the Western Front here.
yeah, 9/11 investigation, all of it. So it's all good.
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
that was a fun movie. And
Yeah.
then somebody sent over the movie Conclave. because that was a big one that came out 2024,
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
and it's about the Pope dying.
Yeah.
And it's it's like very suspicious. Like, I don't know, just kind of like right around the time when the Pope actually dies, you have this movie come out, Conclave.
There's supposed to be some movie that came out just recently that was, I guess if you're a conservative, you would like it, but apparently it's like a very like Democrat propaganda movie about, it's called like 2072 or something like that, or something to that effect. But I guess it's just like chocked full of all the left talking points and, the end of the world shit with Republicans and dictatorships and all that stuff. And so now I'm intrigued. I heard it's a real shit movie though.
Huh. Never heard of it.
Yeah, probably.
Is it like a global, like a climate change type of thing?
No, I haven't watched it. I guess it's the entire thing is just full of everything that the Democrats. It's just like if Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and Nancy Pelosi were to write a movie of all the things they believe. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a. I wish I could remember
did
what
hear
it was.
that AOC and Bernie are teaming up for a presidential run. Like
God.
Bernie for president, AOC vice president.
I say good luck with that one. All right. I don't see that happening at all, man. You got your two extremes of the party. They're going to get votes, man. He's a populist, but the middle of the road people are probably not going to feel it at all.
It depends. Like, if Trump does well, then yeah, I don't think they stand a fucking chance. But like, if Trump, who knows, dude? I don't know. Like, if he does something a little rock the boat type of thing, people want change. You know how that goes. Like, the media does. And why is the media still fucking floating around now? Like, can we like do something about the Smith-Mundt Act and like get rid of the propaganda, please, and make it illegal to propagandize the American citizens?
No, I think if you're gonna lie and just do that as a business, you're just gonna do that until it doesn't exist anymore. I don't see change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see them being like, guys, we gotta fix the model. Like, the model has worked for this long and it's dying, and they're not just gonna be like, yeah, we gotta rebrand ourselves at this point.
Well, a rebranding and saying we're changing our ways, folks,
Right.
wouldn't work
But
at this.
I'd rather-
It wouldn't work at this point.
Rather just like, because the media helps politicians. Like, the media helps politics. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And so I'm wondering, like, was it ever illegal to talk about propaganda on the mainstream media? And if like
to talk about
illegal
it?
meaning, yeah, or like spread propaganda, like to tell a story that wasn't true.
Yeah.
So if that was illegal, like, was
wa-
that like just monetary punishment, or was it like you're gonna go to prison
What
type
was
of
it
punishment?
illegal though? I mean,
It was illegal to propagandize the American people up until modern. I mean, here recently, within the last fucking 50 years.
I mean,
or
the only
whatever-
reason I would
whatever
say
it is.
it never was illegal is because we know more and more that like that was happening all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was as prevalent as it is in modern times.
I don't know, man. I mean, look at what, the Vietnam War. Just go back, you know what I'm saying? And look at all the shit that we got into based off of something supposedly happening and then the news saying that it did happen. You know what I'm saying? Without, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying there wasn't good journalists that didn't fact check and actually do a good job back then, but I don't know, dude. I'm not
Well,
buying
and the
fact.
problem is like, it's not a lie at the time that you're telling it. And that's how they got away with the big C little V stuff. It's like, well, all of these, doctors and like statisticians are telling us that this is the trend. So we're just going to repeat the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but the
And
problem
they
is
can kind of pat it.
you're right, but the problem is like you couldn't say anything back towards it. That's the issue. Like, if all the doctors say that this is true, then say that as well. Like, if you want to say that, right?
See-
You're like, all the doctors say that this is what's going on and this is the word that we have. But you can also you could also be like, but X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? But they wouldn't even let you say X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? That was the propaganda, was there was you weren't allowed to ask questions about the vaccine. You know what I mean? And they weren't
Right.
bringing on people that were even allowed to talk about, well, maybe this isn't a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I asked Grok, was it ever illegal for the media to lie to American citizens?
Yeah, I just did it too.
And it said, like, there's no blanket law explicitly making it illegal to lie to the American citizens. However, the legal landscape around media falsehoods is nuanced. with specific regulations and historical precedents addressing certain types of deceptive practices.
Well, that's not what mine says. Mine said, when I asked it, it says, yes, it was effectively illegal for U.S. media to propagandize the American public under the Smith-Mundt Act.
Oh, well, see, you said
1948.
propagandize. I said lie.
Oh,
But it does say, however.
yeah.
And when it says effectively illegal, that means jaywalking, basically, right? Like, yeah, it's illegal, but we're not going to fucking do anything
it's saying it
about
was prohibited domestic dissemination of government-funded propaganda. So when it comes to private media, it didn't really apply.
Yeah, but we know
Quote
now.
unquote private media.
We know now that funds were going to these media places.
Exactly.
So
But
it's-
I mean, they switch money around and move money around and say, hey, we'll give you these grants or we'll fucking prop you up if you do this news bidding for us.
Exactly.
That's what I was
And
saying.
in a
though.
way to get around the fucking laws.
They've
that existed.
always been doing that.
Yeah.
I think they always have been doing that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
You know?
the one thing that like Ian Carroll talks about is like the one thing that is like the creme de la creme, if you're a reporter, is access. You know what I mean? Like you get access to sit in on this meeting. You get access to go over here and listen to a conversation and actually it's firsthand reporting, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Instead of,
you see
I heard it from a friend.
Tim Pool sitting in on the White House press briefings now.
Yeah. That's how it should be, though, man. Like, it's if you have people that have followings and are prominent, like, they should be allowed to ask questions and do that kind of stuff. Like, why? What? Tim Pool probably has a bigger viewing than most of the people on CNN.
All of
these
the
reporters.
nudia.
Nudius.
I don't know why I said nudia.
I like that. Nudia.
All of
Nudia.
the mainstream nudias
It
combined.
sounds like Indian porn. You know?
All of them combined. He has more views and following than
Probably, yes. But I like the idea of the nudia media. you know
nudia
what I'm saying?
media.
Yeah.
It's like in order to be. Can you imagine?
It's
what
like the news,
uprise-
the news of the nudist beaches, nudist beach news. Today, old Harry had his wang out.
Yeah.
Old Harry. With a name like Old Harry, you can't have your wing not out.
On a nudist beach, everyone has their wang out.
It's good. I like it, man. I like that other people get to ask questions because you watch a lot of shows or podcasts or different presences and they're like, man, if I could ask, this is what I would say. This is what I would ask. And it's like they really haven't had the opportunity other than having them on a show possibly, which is rare, to ask those kind of questions. So yeah, it's good. It's a good thing.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I mean, yeah.
What else has happened, man? I don't really care about the Pope. I got to be honest. I don't really care about the Pope. He looks bloated. He's old. He died. So now they move on. Now it's the end of the world, right? That's that.
Well, no, they just create a new pope.
No, they said, remember, this is the last Pope per the prophecy.
Who said that? Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
So the next pope is supposedly the last pope.
Well, I heard that
Which would
he was
be,
the last Pope. No? That's what
Nope.
I read.
I heard it was like he was the last in line before the final pope takes reign, and the final pope would be Petrus Romanus. I mean, I'm sure you can find
What does
some
that
people
mean?
talking about him being like the last pope and stuff.
What does Petrus Romanus mean?
It's like Peter the Roman.
Peter Roman.
And what's interesting is I saved some bookmarks is like Trump had a brown bunny at the White House for Easter. And this was the first time they've ever had a brown bunny at the White House. It was usually the white bunny, the white rabbit, for Easter and all that stuff, And so people are like, why? What is this? Is this like people actually were calling it a DEI hire for the Easter bunny? Oh, God.
Yeah.
So you can see it's a brown bunny, right?
Yeah.
And when you do some digging, you find out that it was actually Peter the Rabbit who visited the White House. And I'm like, what? Peter the Rabbit? I guess, whatever. But then, it happened on the day that the Pope died because Trump issued that executive order lowering all the flags, state and national flags, to half-mast, right? And so he had this happen. He's standing right next to Peter the Rabbit, and he's saying, talking about the Pope. And I'm just saying, wait, Peter the Rabbit, Peter the Roman, Peter. Isn't that weird? Peter, the name Peter.
I know.
It's coming up, bro.
I know. Crazy.
Just like the yellow ties, dude.
The most famous rabbit, Peter the Rabbit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, Dave. Like
Looney Tunes. What's a Looney Tune rabbit? What's that guy's name?
Roger?
No, that's Roger the Rabbit. But what's the Looney Tunes one?
Bugs Bunny?
Bugs Bunny. There you go. I think he's probably the most famous rabbit. Peter Rabbit maybe is a close second. Bugs? What rabbit's more popular than Bugs Bunny, man? Even though I forgot his name, but what's more popular?
Yeah, probably.
So it was just coincidence. He just had this brown bunny first time ever.
Yeah, man.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, dude. It's all like part of the plan. You know what I mean? There's a whole book.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, dude.
I'm thinking like he's selling something. He's going, hey, Peter the Roman, you're up.
Yeah, man.
And people are, some say that it's going to be a black pope because there is that is the theory that it would be the black pope, which is like the last pope. There's this black pope theory, but he would physically be a black man. You know what I mean?
That seems
and there's
racist.
a couple candidates.
No? It's like,
I heard,
were they saying like the black pope, like he wore black, or is that the initial thing? Like he,
I don't know. I
Pope
don't know
all in black?
where, like, what the connotation of black means in the whole prophecy. But the black pope, people are saying, well, it could physically be a black man. And there's a couple of contenders out there. I think they might be named Peter as well. So it'll be interesting to see who gets picked.
I heard there could be picking an Italian.
Oh.
And going back to Italy, apparently. Apparently it was in Italy for a long time. The popes were always Italian.
Okay. Yeah, he was. Francis was the first American, not like, I don't think North American. I think he was born in South America. But he was the first pope from the Americas.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
I don't know. We'll see, I guess, huh?
Well, part is like with the prophecy known, like, will they purposely bring in somebody named Peter just to fuck with people? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Probably.
listen, like he's qualified. His name's Peter. This is going to throw
depends
people
on
up.
how involved they are with the tradition and how things are done. You can't just pick someone that you want to pick. It has to be a man of God.
Do they? You know what I mean?
That's what they say, right?
I mean,
God has to speak through him.
Yeah. I've seen some people on the streets that say God speaks through them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, who gets to really pick that? Like, is it really God, or,
Well, if you don't trust the guy on the street, then why would you trust these people like writing the Bible? It's like some guy wrote the Bible based off of talking to God.
Yeah, but there was people that were around Jesus who, that's a little deeper. I mean, sure, we can go there, but that's a little bit deeper than that, right? You have a person who supposedly performed miracles in front of you, who is claiming these things, who came back to life. If all that is true, then it's not just a hobo fucking whistling on the street talking about Jesus is, I'm Jesus. No. I mean, if
the hobo has a clan and they go, whoa, this guy can do some magical shit.
Yeah, man, you're right. If I saw a hobo walking on water across the street, I would probably say, like, he might actually be Jesus.
Man,
you know what I mean?
that guy could be the Pope.
He could be the Pope. I mean, why not?
We'd
At this
actually-
point, he might not touch kids.
Or you see a hobo walking on water, you go, man, that guy's high as fuck.
And I was like, well, yeah. And I was like, were there not magicians back in the biblical times?
That's
You know
just
what I mean?
Chris Angel, bro. What are you talking about?
That's
Exactly.
good. Yeah, he lost his Vegas show, and now he's a hobo magician.
He always looked like he could have went that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it didn't pan out, he could have
50-50.
could have been that guy. You know what I mean?
Whoa. This is weird. I looked up who are the front runners to become the new pope in Grok. And then it says, I apologize for the confusion, but the premise of your question appears to be based on inaccurate information. As of April 23rd, 2025, Pope Francis is still alive. And that's in bold. And it says, and serving as the leader of the Roman Catholic Church. There's been no recent announcement from the Vatican or credible sources indicating his death or a need to select a new pope.
What?
The search was, yeah. I mean, I can send this to you.
You're drunk, Grok.
It's
Right.
picking up too many conspiracy sites, dude, at this point.
Grok is looking at the wrong websites.
Yeah, it's pulling from 24 posts and 15 web pages. Very strange.
Hold on here.
But I mean, that just proves that Grok can be kind of fucking funky, dude.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, they're that's
Yeah,
what I'm
just
saying.
put
It's not accurate.
who are the front runners to become the new pope?
I just asked him.
Type that in.
I just asked him if the Pope was dead.
I like that. Go straight to the point. You know what I mean?
Yes, according to multiple sources,
April 21st.
Right.
died on the 21st.
Well, now ask him or him. Now ask Grok, who are the front runners to become the new pope? I'm just curious to see what it says. That's interesting, dude.
Like
But-
it gives different answers to different people.
I think it will. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I don't think it's going to give the exact same answer every time. That's, machine learning. It's going to spit it out, bro.
Following
so-
the death of Pope Francis on April 21st, several cardinals have emerged as potential frontrunners.
That's so weird.
Right
That
there.
is weird.
Peter.
Oh, Peter
Fridolin, Peter, Pietro. I like that. It's like a pie. Pietro. You know what I'm saying?
Does he serve pizza?
Pier Battista, Luis Antonio. So Italy, the Philippines, Italy, Hungary, and
Oh, there's
Congo.
There's multiple Peters.
that's a dude you were talking about.
That's
huh?
what I'm saying,
The
dude. There's a
Congo.
lot of Peters going on.
There's a couple Peters.
Peter Erdo, right?
Peter
Peter
Turkson?
Peter Turkson, yeah.
From Ghana.
Where the fuck is Ghana?
Isn't that like
Over in
Africa?
Africa.
An African country?
Oh, Peter, he's a Ghana.
Oh, he's a Ghana.
Peter's a Ghana.
I like there's all pretty much P's except for Luis. You know what I'm saying? He's just like
Oh yeah,
except the Matteo Zuppi. Did I say?
Mateo.
I like Matteo more.
Mario.
They're all old, man. I mean, they're just
Well,
really
yeah.
old.
What?
The Pierre, whatever that guy's
You
name
have to
is,
have experience with God.
Pierre Batista guy. He's 60. He's the youngest. I feel like that's pretty spry. 60. That's pretty decent.
60's the new 30.
Yeah, man. I feel like that could be pretty
Is it?
active.
Dang, dude, I can't wait to be 60 then.
Haven't you seen like the fucking comparisons between people at like 50 back in the 70s or whatever, 60s, 70s, compared to people that are 50 now?
Yeah, they look fucking old back in the day.
Yeah, they're old as fuck. They look like they're 40 years older than they should be.
I want to read this. I'm gonna have to check this out. That guy, that Pierre Batista guy, his last name is Pizzaballa. I like that dude.
Yeah, pizza ball.
But they
dude.
said on here that he's a pastoral approach, social justice advocacy. You know what I'm saying? That's never a good sign.
Yeah, I've heard there's going to be a more conservative pope to kind of go against the progressive pope agenda that Francis brought in.
Well, is there any in here that claim conservative? Because the other guy, Peter Turkson, they say his liberal views of social justice, climate change, and poverty align with Francis, but his conservative theology positions, including
Probably him,
opposition to condoms. He's opposed to the condom.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I don't like condoms either, bro.
Fuck
High
condoms.
five.
Oh, he was. Hey, even worse. Let's top this.
High
Dude.
five.
He was opposed to condoms during the AIDS epidemic.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just wanted to keep the AIDS going. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
say that
Peter
may
Turkson
come-
is a black male. So I'm just saying he's from Ghana, right?
That Mateo,
Yeah, that's
Matteo,
Matteo.
the Matteo guy. He was he's a progressive street priest.
I can't see them
So-
going like that direction. You know, like maybe they will.
Is
but
street priest like a street, like you're out there doing your
You're
sermon
preaching,
or
bro.
whatever just on the street?
Yeah, you're preaching, dude.
Huh.
So I don't know.
I
I
feel
mean,
like that'd be a weird choice.
this Pizza Balla guy,
Pizza Balla.
he's like the youngest of them, isn't he? He's 60.
Yeah, the
Everybody
60.
else is like
60.
70 and over. Let's see here. Pizza Balla. It literally is pizza, like the word pizza, and then balla.
Balla.
Like, I'm a balla pizza. I mean, this guy is white.
so
White.
He's white.
Fridolin, the guy
I mean,
from
he's not
Congo.
white. He's like Italian.
They say on his the Congo guy, Fridolin, or however you say that, he would be the first pope,
Which one?
the very first one.
Oh.
If he was elected, he would be the first pope, or first African pope in 1,500 years. Who was the other African pope? You know what I mean?
Can you look him up?
Fridolin or however you say that.
Or just like copy it with your cursor
yeah.
and paste it into a browser and that.
Well, what I'm curious is was the African Pope 1,500 years ago African, like black, or was he like a white African?
Well, it's not called the African Pope. It's
He
called
is
the Black
black.
Pope.
No,
Whoa!
Yeah,
We got a winner.
Dude, he's
No.
from
What's his name?
Fridolin. Fridolin. It sounds like
Cardinal Frito-Lay,
Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. I like your thoughts.
and Bongo,
Okay.
Pasungu, Bazunga.
Chill guy.
I like that. I like saying his last name, Bazunga.
Zungas, dude.
I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm saying.
Hey, man. Did you see her bazungas? Oh, my God.
Amen, Bazunga. Amen.
He's gonna play bongo on those bazungas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, God.
That means we can't pick him. Just
Bongo Bazungas.
Yeah.
He looks like a boob man. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he would not be mad about a titty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes those.
I want to know
bazongas, dude.
who. I want to know who the African Pope was 1,500 years ago. Look that shit up. Who was that guy? I feel like there's no way 1,500 years ago they would have had an African Pope, like a black African Pope.
Well, I mean, Elon's African, dude. I mean,
That's
think
what I'm
about
trying
it.
to say, though. Was he obviously like a white? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever been a black pope in history. That's why this one was set, like this prophecy was like very.
These penis heads.
Okay, there's only been 3 from Africa.
Yeah, they are. Oh, there's the other guy right there, Peter Turkson.
Oh yeah, that's.
I don't
Turkson.
trust
He's from
that guy.
Africa, too.
I don't trust that guy. I just look at him. I don't trust him. You know what I mean?
You don't trust him?
No, you just, I just don't. I don't
It's
know.
not saying who they are. Hold on.
It was up at the top right there.
I want to see.
We can't really see
I want
what
to
you
see
guys are looking at.
pictures.
There's no pictures. It was 1,500 years ago, man. There's only drawings of these dudes.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, look at that guy. He's sniffing his fingers, dude. See, I don't like that. That's that Turkson guy right there.
Can't see it. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
hold on. Yeah. He's trying to find a.
So
Oh,
the term
last
Black
African
Pope,
popes.
while you guys are looking for that, I looked up the Black Pope. So it's an informal nickname historically used to refer to the superior general of the Society of Jesus, commonly known as the Jesuits, a prominent Catholic religious order. The nickname originates from the black cassock worn by Jesuits, contrasting the white vestments of the Pope, and from the perception of the superior general's significant influence within this Catholic Church, particularly during the 16th and 17th centuries, when the Jesuits were a powerful missionary and educational force.
Yeah. I really don't think I do feel like if we just say like, well, if a black man is named Pope, that would be the Black Pope. That sounds just like, I don't really like that, because I feel like it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? Like that seems like an easy, like, oh, that could mean the same thing. I know people will say that.
You're
but
thinking like dark and energy.
No, well, dark and energy, but also just like the wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine? You know,
him not wearing white.
yeah.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? That would be something like if he came out in a black attire, you'd be like, what is that?
I mean, I'm looking up in Grok, and now what I've just told you guys, Grok is clearly lying to me. So I don't know if I can use this thing. As of, and I took a screenshot of that too for proof, and I'll put it in Telegram. But it says, as of April 23rd, 2025, the Superior General of the Jesuits is Father Arturo Sosa S.J. He has held this position since the election in October 14th, 2016. And so we have a black pope right now. The world,
Yeah.
there is a black pope out there somewhere.
But there always is, though, right? Is that what it's saying? Because I don't know, but there always, like,
He wa-
before him, there
he
was
is
somebody
the-
else, and
He's the 31st Superior General.
so yeah, that's been going on for a long time. Because they don't just have him
Right.
for 4 years, man. Like they're there until right.
Yeah, he got elected in 2016, so I mean it's almost 10 years.
So this is saying the last African popes, Victor. Is that I or is that a Roman numeral?
Roman numeral.
I
Probably.
don't. It's not. If it's not Bazunga, I don't want it. Get him out of here.
Victor, whatever that Roman numeral was, just the eyes at what? 10? No, it's not 10.
No, X is 10.
Matilda.
I is 1.
Milititus and Galasius. They served in early centuries of Christianity, with the most recent, Galasius, reigning in the late 5th century. Since then, there has not been a pope of African origin.
Yeah, and they were
Okay.
definitely not black. You know what I'm saying? There's some paintings of them. And that's,
yeah, but you can't really trust that.
I mean, that Pope is wearing a do-rag, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he's wearing a do-rag.
But who painted that?
What's the painting?
I mean,
I don't know.
and you can paint people to look however you want them to look.
True that.
Look at Picasso's shit. People didn't look like that.
True that. I don't know, man. How long do you think it takes for them to announce the new Pope? Isn't there like a strict limit?
There's a
on that?
huge
I heard it's
ceremonial
like-
fucking thing that they do, so it's going to be a little while, I think.
I thought it was like 9 or 10 days.
I
10
thought it was
days.
less than 2 weeks
darkness?
for sure.
Yeah, something like that. But they do
Yeah.
they do a bunch of
Look it
shit.
up.
They,
Ask Grok.
They did like, well,
Don't
you
ask
can't
Grok.
trust
He'll-
Grok.
He'll say there is no Pope. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Pope's not
I'm
dead.
going chat GBT. Screw this guy.
So they started the ceremonial shit today or yesterday, right? And they had the viewing fucking thing, which was also weird, and people were saying it's all satanic because like the little gates that go up to where he was sitting in his little esophagus or whatever it was,
Yeah.
where the crosses were upside down.
Oh. Yeah, so the upside down cross was that the cross of St. Peter? Let me look this up. Upside down cross, because it's actually the first saint to die for Christ. And he wanted to be turned upside down because he didn't want to be hung like Jesus, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But
why would the crosses be
weren't there-
upside down for the Pope?
weren't there
then?
so many other people like crucified like Jesus was? Like around that time, that was like a common thing.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I'm not really
Upside down.
advanced
funny.
on my crucifixion history.
Yeah. Cross of St. Peter, dude. It's upside down cross. And there's that Peter again. Peter is a common theme right now.
Let's get real, hey, man. That you know the band Ghost I like. You know what I'm saying? They're putting out a new album in a couple days. Okay. And Papa V Perpetua. You know what I'm saying? He's the Pope of Ghost.
Okay.
Papa Pete.
Papa Pete. No, it's Papa V, which we would what 5,
Yeah.
right? Perpetua.
That's what I did in high school, dude. I popped
him
a
up.
V.
Look him up.
Oh yeah, bro.
Right here. Right. Look that up right there. He's gonna be the new Pope. That's what it is, dude.
No.
Tobias Forge, the new Pope.
That is weird.
The
Like,
Dark
'cause
Pope.
Ghost did come out with a new album. Like, didn't they?
No, it's coming out on the tomorrow. They're having a midnight showing tomorrow, a midnight viewing tomorrow.
Right around the Pope's death. That's weird, dude.
There he
and
is.
they dress up
This
like
guy?
Catholic priests,
Yep,
right?
that's him. That's the new Pope, dude. That's the Dark Pope.
See? You're onto something here, dude.
It's the Dark Pope. You know what I'm saying? Not black, purple, and black, to be fair.
He's the ghost.
Well,
Pope.
he's got blackface on.
Partial
Partial blackface.
blackface. But he's from like Sweden, so I think it's not the same. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't think blackface is a thing anymore.
I feel like when you're in Sweden or like Norway or fucking those countries where black metal, like blackface, almost is probably aggravating because it's like, hey, death metal. You know what I mean? Like all the skull blackface and stuff
Oh,
that they
yeah.
did. They're just like, nah, that's just what we do. Yeah, there it is. Perfect timing, dude. So I'll look up Pope and all of a sudden see. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Tobias Forge just killed him. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's a perfect thing.
Probably did.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just people are gonna be looking up the Pope and all of a sudden they're like, oh, Ghost? Who's this?
You know who I think is behind it all?
Who's that?
Tobias, whatever the fuck his name is.
Forge?
I think he met up with JD. He gave him a little toxic poison. He said, hey, put this in the Pope's hand when you shake it. Just make sure to wipe your hand immediately afterwards. That residue will kill anything on contact.
Yes, sir. Maybe.
And then he told President Trump and Vice President to wear the yellow ties as a signature. The deed is done.
That's what it is.
That mission is accomplished.
I think we can start this going forward. I think we can really push this. You know what I mean? Because some people say he's pretty evil. You know what I'm saying?
Who?
Tobias Forge.
Oh. He's not going to be the Pope, dude.
Kim. Obviously. He's like, I can't be the Pope. I'm going on a tour, dude. What are you talking about? Can't do
Popes
that.
can't tour.
You would have so many angry Catholics coming
Does
after
the
you.
Pope?
Be like, how could you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the Pope ever even leave like Vatican City ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes all around the world.
Yeah, he travels.
Did he
There was
come-
a crazy story.
Remember his bubble car?
No.
You've never seen the Pope's bubble car?
No. Bubble car?
Look that shit up, dude. Look it up. His glass
He has a
fucking...
bubble?
Look it up.
Pope.
He has like a fucking bulletproof bubble car that he fucking used to cruise in back in the day. One of the popes did. There it is.
This thing?
That's not the one I remember.
That's
but
a Jeep.
yeah. But look at it, dude. He's got this little bubble, it's a little glass case of emotion. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they were going to make...
Oh,
that,
boy.
that doesn't even have sides on it, though.
That one doesn't, but he has ones that do.
That's like a safari Jeep, too.
Why
He's
would
like,
you-
what is he doing?
If
Like,
you were the Pope...
look at the lions.
And you had the fucking money the Vatican City has. Would you cruise around to wave to the people in a fucking Jeep?
Hey, man.
I wouldn't.
If
A
it had
Jeep?
hydraulics, maybe.
It's just not my first choice. You know what I'm saying? Not my first choice.
Come on. You got to step your game up a
Yeah.
little bit. You're the fucking Pope. You got to roll around in style, I feel, right?
No, they're minimal. Remember? Minimalists.
No, they're not. Have you seen the fucking place where they live?
I mean, listen, it's for his protection. Even though the sides are completely open, which does not make sense.
Oh, this thing?
At all. That's one of them. Yeah, he's had many, dude.
Yeah, there's one of them.
It's that's Mercedes at least. You know what I mean? At least.
That's weird.
Dang, dude. Look at that. That's sick. Look at yellow flags. Yellow flags.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my dear Lord. There's two of them.
Oh wait, that's yellow and white. What's the yellow and
What's
white
yellow
mean,
and white?
dude?
Oh, we got to go back to the nautical flag system.
Yellow and white means
Find the tweet, Chris.
Yellow and white.
Who the hell knows, dude? Yeah, the Pope Francis, he went out to the Amazon and did something with.
There is no yellow and white.
There's no yellow and white.
Nope.
Bummer.
Means nothing.
I guess it was just something that happened.
It says
Just
in general, yellow and white together can represent a blend of positive and negative connotations. That's what it says. Depends on the context. Is that not the most vague fucking answer you've ever heard?
It could be
could be
good,
bad,
could be bad.
could be great.
Depends how it goes.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Depends on how you ask the thing.
That sounds
dude.
like a grok answer right there, dude. Yeah. White, on the other hand, is commonly linked to purity, innocence, and peace, whereas yellow
Look up
often
yellow and
associated
white
with
flag.
happiness, sunshine, optimism.
Yellow and white flag Pope. Because it was on the Pope mobile.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Let's see.
I wonder if it
Yellow-
was. I wonder if it represented maybe like
Oh,
a
it
country
is.
that they were in.
It's the flag of Vatican City. You
Oh,
can,
there it
like,
is.
Look up
There it is. Yeah.
Man,
up the flag of Vatican City, and ooh, we have a.
we're idiots.
Why does their logo look like two pistons? Like
That's what I was just thinking.
I got that on my back, bro.
Those are keys.
I know, but look at it. It looks
It
like
looks like it's like chain and sprockets and shit. But I see the keys now.
no, I'm talking about the top one. Look
This
at
one?
that.
This
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that one looks like two fucking. Tell me that. Yeah, come on, man. That's like a hot rod look right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look, and there is the upside down cross on this little emblem there. Can you open that up in its new tab or its own tab so
this
that way
one,
you
or
can,
do you want to do one like this? Let's do this.
Sure. Then we can kind of like zoom in. Oh God, what is this?
It just took me. To
We
an
gotta
article.
you gotta click on the picture.
I did.
There we go.
There you go.
And then you can just zoom in on that. Yeah, see like those two, but see on that ribbon, you get. Oh wait, you're looking at a different picture than.
Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, that is just normal crosses right there.
Yeah, those are normal crosses. On the picture that I'm looking at, there's two upside down crosses. Maybe I have a
Propaganda. You got some
Propaganda.
dude.
Oh, I'm on flagdetective.com. Biggest loser ever created that website.
Flag detective. That's got to be.
We got a detective.
I mean, dude,
Yeah.
that looks the same. Not the same,
Britannica.
I mean, kind of. Yeah.
but the principle behind it.
Maybe
you know what I mean?
maybe the popes are like closet hot rod guys.
Yeah, they're like, we'll make it a little rock and roll. You know what I mean? Not too rock and roll, just a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, two keys crossing. A gold and a gray. Weird. And then obviously what is that hat called? The papal fucking.
You don't think that,
three-tiered-
Greg? You see that? Look at that thing. Can you see that?
Oh
Tell me
hell yeah, bro!
That
is
looks
that.
looks a lot like it, man. I'm just saying it's got the whole fucking yeah. I mean it's got the whole look.
So what is that, and what does it do?
That's just a
That's
hot rod
just
thing.
a
Those are
hot rod
pistons of an engine, and usually like
Piston
if,
rods.
Yeah. If connecting rods. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a logo that people that like cars. I mean, a tattoo on them. I'm pretty sure I have it on
What
my
is
back.
it?
I can't really remember. I think it's flags or piston. I can't.
You
no,
can't remember?
I never see it. You know? No, it's an engine. I know
Let me
that.
see.
2 flags.
So what does the piston do for the car?
It goes up and down and gets you the power. You know what I'm saying?
It's lower. Lower, baby.
Oh god!
Shake it.
Take his shirt off, baby.
I'm shaking.
It's
an engine.
Oh yeah.
I can
No
feel
pistons,
it,
though.
But at the
baby.
bottom, it doesn't have the
Ooh,
rods. It's like Dyson shit down there.
Oh yeah.
Chris is lifting up Dave's shirt, everybody. So that's what we're getting
gotta-
sexy over time.
Gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
It was in the name of science.
Show
Yeah,
me
yeah.
your bazungas.
Isn't that funny though? Like you have a tattoo and you're just like, I actually don't remember what that looks like, because you never really see it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just there, and it's like, oh, I forgot I even had
You
that.
never look in the mirror and go,
Happens all the time with my butthole, dude. I forget what that looks
Exactly.
like
"Ah,
sometimes.
what does my butthole look like?
Dude, my butthole's been clean.
I have
though.
never wondered.
I've been bidetting that motherfucker every time I poop.
Oh
now.
yeah, that happy birthday, happy bidet.
I'll just sit there and let it ride.
Instead
For
of
a minute,
happy
you know what I'm
beat it.
saying?
I didn't even use it when I was over there.
I know you should have fucking used it, man. You should have tried it.
I went into the bathroom and I used the bathroom and then I washed my hands and I went to leave and I looked back and I seen the bidet and I was like, maybe next time.
Next time you will, because you go in there,
Maybe next time.
You
I
throw
completely,
down.
I completely forgot about it.
you throw down in that bathroom, dude. I've seen you.
Yeah.
Where we're
I've
like,
dropped-
where's Chris at? And they're like, he's in the bathroom.
I've dropped some logs in there.
You dropped some big logs in there, I think. Yeah, man.
Leaving, yeah. Why
The
not?
bidet, dude. It does feel clean, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'll have to use it next time. I don't know.
Was that the only thing? Was that the big news?
The Pope?
I mean, pretty much, dude.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty much big news.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
What a week.
There is a huge fucking fire in New Jersey right now, which I'd never thought.
Right.
I'd never heard of wildfires in New Jersey, actually.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm like, what? I'm like, do they have plans to become a smart city or something? Is this like, what did that's conspiracy is going to be going around?
Who knows? I do know it's big. I seen a video and it looked fucking gnarly, of like the flames and stuff. And I think it had burned like 2,000 something acres, and they only had it like 5% contained when I seen it.
What was that one that was like
Yeah,
by the
I
freeway? Was
bookmarked
that the
some
same
of the
one?
photos
That black
and the videos.
smoke. Did you see that one?
What?
I don't know. I saw a video. I was scrolling through and I saw it, and it's like this guy comes around a corner and there's like a highway ahead of him, and all of a sudden this black smoke, like huge flames, dude. No, that's not
There's a
it.
couple videos. If you look in the like Wake Up New Jersey, you'll see
Yeah.
some good aerial shots. Oh yeah.
Oh man, that looks like an area that would just burn rapidly.
Oh boy.
Looks like multiple different fires going on here.
Yeah. Jeez. Look at that. All stacked together like that woods.
And it's
That
like
wooded
it's like
area.
flat, dude.
That woods.
That woods right there, bro.
Look how stacked those woods are.
Fucking log on log. Look at that. Packed.
Why is it?
Yeah, that whole thing's
Hold
going
on.
bye-bye.
Why was that burning in a straight fucking line?
It is burning in a straight line. Look at
Look at
that.
that. You see that?
Lasers.
Like a laser just went. bzzz.
That's fucking
created it.
Is that not weird?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like,
fires do that, but yeah,
you
maybe
look at
it's
back
weird.
right here on this side, none of those trees right here are burned. None of these trees are burned. But there's a straight fucking line of fire.
It's not,
The
it's not a
trees
ring of fire.
behind, like underneath,
Ring
the trees
of
underneath
fire.
the smoke might be burned. We
Maybe.
just
Line
can't
of
see it.
fire.
But like those ones that you can see on both sides of the fire are not burned. At least the tops of them. At least the
It's
tops
hard to
of them
tell
are.
though.
Maybe underneath is burned.
Yeah, I think it's.
But you'd
yeah.
think this would be all red. You'd think.
No, because go back to that, or go forward a little bit when it goes to the other right there. See how it's the low level fire, and like the top of the
Right.
trees are not burning.
Yeah, look
yeah,
at the
but
top of the
yeah,
trees.
but you can
they're
see
green.
the fire all the way underneath the trees over here.
And
It's
then
not
the
just
ones-
a line.
Oh yeah, you're right. And you're looking at the edge of the line here, like the end of the line where you have green on both sides. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's just it's a weird.
I like that.
perception
I like
thing.
that right there, dude. That one fucking fire guy.
There's
Like,
one-
He's just like, ah, shit.
I got this, guys.
Yeah. Fucking pay me extra, dude. You know, guys.
I got this side.
Yeah. I'll keep a lookout. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not
I mean,
getting over here. You
Yeah.
trust me.
I'm protecting this field, guys.
Well, maybe when
I
it
wet
gets to
it.
that field, it'll actually stop, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where that
Maybe.
tree line. I
Unless
don't
it
know.
starts going, the wind changes and it starts going the other direction.
That sucks, dude.
Wildfires are crazy.
Yeah, that's it's not good. Not good.
I feel like it's going to be intense. We'll see. We'll see what they want to push and the agendas and all this shit. So I don't.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Hopefully, you guys have never had really tough fires in your neck of the woods, right?
There was one not that long ago. It burned like,
Was it close to you guys though?
yeah, it was close. It was on the other side of the highway. I can't remember how much it burned. It was like 200, up to like 250 acres or something like that.
Holy moly!
And
That's a lot.
they got it contained. I mean, within a few days.
I
feel
mean,
like.
we have a lot of trees over on this side. I feel like most of the Texas fires are coming from the west. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where it's dry.
That's what I think. Yeah.
But we definitely have a lot of woods. We're getting to the green belt basically here where we're at. So like, there's definitely trees to do it. For sure.
Well, don't tell anybody that.
No shit, man.
Jeez, you're the open invitation to.
Well, you know, and they would just
Yeah.
they'd put more buildings up. You know what I mean? They'd just be like, well,
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dudes.
I don't
oh,
know.
Yeah.
What's the odds?
Odds of what?
The Pope being black, a black man. I think they're due. I think like just with the way that these guys are talking, like the whole like fucking social justice. Like I just feel
Yeah.
like I feel like the Vatican's like
And-
we should probably, you know what I mean, like that kind of a thing. Like maybe
Not,
it's time.
not only that, but think
You know?
about like if it happened under Trump. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, under Trump's like presidency, they had the first black pope. Like people wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like, oh, I don't want this to be related to Trump. Or
Maybe,
like, any
yeah.
way.
You think they'll come out with like a trans pope,
No.
the first trans pope?
No. Come
Hey,
on.
he
Wasn't
goes-
Pope Francis
He goes, I
trans?
know all
I'm
genders.
just
You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like I know what it's like to be.
I've got a
man.
mangina.
Who was that we were watching? There was a
I
guy
have
that
that.
sounded just like that dude. Remember? We were watching on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Who was that guy?
I'm old Greg.
Old Greg.
Do you love me? Do you love me? It's old Greg right here, bro.
Oh yeah. Where'd you get that?
My wife bought it for me.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Do you love me? I actually have one.
It actually kind of
that's,
looks like you.
Wait, hold on.
In a real sick way, it does.
Like if
kinda.
you were dressed up at Halloween as old Greg.
Oh, you gotta dress up for Halloween,
I got a mangina.
dude. What a great costume, dude.
God.
If you
Yeah.
had, if you had
You
like
should
a
be- God,
funnel
dude,
in
you
You
front
just
of you.
looks like me.
Yes.
I
You,
feel-
you have to be old Greg for Halloween one year.
Yeah, you have to. I feel like you could do it.
Like,
dude.
I don't understand how you haven't done it yet.
It's and you know what's fun? The best part of it is only like a handful of people would
I'm a
understand.
scaly manfish.
What are you doing in my waters? Mother liquor.
Mother liquor, dude. Yeah.
You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? Do you love me? Oh yeah. What are you doing in my waters?
Dude, you have to do it. You have to do it. Over the next couple of years, you have to do it one time, dude. You got to do it one time.
God dang it.
It would just be good because I feel like most people wouldn't know what it was, but the handful of people when you're walking down the street would be like, "Fucking old Greg, dude. That's
Well,
old Greg." Right
I
there."
know. Like you wear like the freaking tutu.
Do you
Yeah.
let people try to guess, or you just yell, "I'm old Greg" every time you walk in a room?
Dude, you got to look this up. There
Kids
was
are like
this
trick or
guy.
treat, and he's on the street
I'm
like,
old Greg!
"I'm old Greg."
Yeah. I'm old Greg. Trick or treat. But no, there was a guy who created an old Greg costume
Oh,
where when he had this contraption where he lifted the
Oh,
skirt
like a
and
spotlight
it
would come on.
flashed.
oh,
And it
that's
flashed like
so
flashlight
sick, dude.
beams.
That's
That'd be
so
hilarious.
sick, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
you put like one of those like shop lights under there, dude, and it just whoa, it glows.
Yeah, super bright.
That's fucking awesome. God damn, what a great costume, dude.
That'd be funny.
Yep.
Great costume.
I'll try to find it and I'll send it to you.
All right, dudes.
Yeah,
It's that time, dude. The old Pope, man. The old Pope.
Good old Pope.
Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
No choice but to
How
now.
terrible would it be if he just like he's just this evil person and he dies and everybody's like, oh, rest his soul, Jesus will, and he's just burning up in hell right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just such a bad person. It's always possible.
There's probably a lot of people like that.
Oh yeah, dude, I believe
Yeah.
it, man. He's just like, shit. Shouldn't have been so fucking
I deserve
liberal.
this. I deserve this.
Excuse me, are there boys down here? Yeah, you know, something like that. Oh, boy. Hey, man.
Okay,
It is what it is. Don't do it if you don't want us to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Gotta fix that shit.
That's true.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Happy fucking Wednesday.
Peace.
Later.